Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, June 25th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my feelings take me through the evolution revolution. And today we have the sun at 4 degrees. So that is the first evolution revolution of sun in Cancer. And evolution revolution energy with sun in Cancer can always be really interesting because the universe is gonna, those revolution evolution, that Uranus energy, it triggers us and it pushes us out of our comfort zone when it comes to Cancer, and it makes us feel the feels. And this is your key for the day, is to not avoid feeling whatever's coming up, but allow yourself to go through it, because this is stuff that's coming up to take you to your next level. We are in a leveling up process of major proportions, what it feels like right now. And today is going to be like one of those days that can really, I don't want to say make you or break you, but it's really going to be one of those days. Not that being broken is bad, actually. Make you or break you. You're either going to reach the top of an understanding or you're going to break. And I don't mean break in half. I really mean break open, because that's really the energy of what's happening for us and to us right now, is that we're breaking open to a new level of ourselves. So let's dive into the astro. We have the moon in Pisces today. So you may have had some interesting dreams last night, tuning you into how you are meant to break open and feel through this energy. We begin the day with the sun connecting to the moon at that 4 degrees. So moon in Pisces, sun in Cancer. Follow your own intuition when it comes to how you are supposed to process this energy. Really, through this day, we are going to be building to a grand trine in water. So the emotional energy is up. We are feeling the feels. Do not repress these feelings that are needing to come up for you. In and through this energy of this revolution, evolution, and this emotional processing that's coming up, we have some interesting connections. I think the most notable connection that I want to talk about today is actually the conjunction of Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, with Mars in Scorpio. So, Black Moon Lilith tunes us into the primal elements of our soul. And with Mars retrograde right now in Scorpio, there is some of this shadow, some of the shame, some of the pain and anger and places of unfulfillment that are bubbling up with this energy. And Lilith is saying you cannot ignore this anymore. And Mars retrograde in Scorpio is saying you cannot ignore this anymore. And this is why it's important to feel these feelings. You cannot ignore these signals from your soul. And I actually want to give you one of my favorite things. Because, in the spiritual world, and, I'm definitely, this is one of my paths, is I love to stay high, I love to stay in the clouds, I'm very content with the light, but sometimes we got to get into the shadow. And I love the Rumi poem, The Guest House, because it reminds us of the importance of these other feelings coming out and through us. So the guest house is, this being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat every guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So, in spiritual work, sometimes we can be judged for having those thoughts or being anything less than perfect. And this energy is saying, screw the perfection and get into the what isness, what the feelingness is of this energy. There may be some righteous anger in this energy. There may be some pain that wants to come through. There may be elements of repression. And again, as I always maintain, this is not to be taken out on somebody else, but to be processed through you. And what often happens is when we have repressed it for so long, that's when we do take it out on others. So this is your call with Lilith conjunct Mars in Scorpio with this retrograde energy to move through that divine discontent that we talked about yesterday in the horoscope. I recommend you check that out if you haven't seen that horoscope, and liberate yourself. So helping this, I love the astro. I love the way the universe works. Helping us in this, we actually have a yod. We have Mercury and Uranus pointing right at that connection of Mars and Lilith. Mercury asking us to communicate, express it, speak it, write it, sing it. It needs to come out your throat chakra once, some liberation through this energy. And then we have Uranus reminding us, who are you? You are a piece of the all that is. You are a divine experience from the all that is. So stop shaming yourself for what you need to experience. Don't judge yourself for what you need to experience, but rather bring it forward in and through you, because it is meant to come through. And you are exactly where you're meant to be. I think a lot of us get frustrated. We're like, I should be further on the path. I don't know if I'm where I'm supposed to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be in this energy. So process it. Instead of thinking, I should be there, or I should be here. No. Here. Right here. Right now. Moon in Pisces is also going to be connecting to Pallas. Pallas energy is so interesting because Pallas is helping us shift from the place of the patriarchy. And part of the patriarchy, this is an interesting thing, part of the patriarchy can even be infiltrated through spirituality. The parts of them that's like, just be perfect, you don't need to feel. You know, that spiritual bypassing is an element of the patriarchy. And so with the moon and Pallas in Pisces, we're moving beyond that and being like, it's okay for me to feel. The divineness of this feeling is perfect in this moment. So really allow yourself to connect to that. And I want to mention too, it's not bad to feel good. Like, that's also a beautiful part of the path. It's working with them in balance and finding the way they balance and support you in your life. I actually pulled the schizophrenia card today. You don't have to choose one path. It doesn't have to be spirit or soul. You can fall down right in between them and bring them into union. That's really what this element is about, bringing it all into union with yourself. The moon is also going to connect to Venus, so I think that's actually going to be a nice moment with the moon trine Venus. That actually could bring some nice romance into your day. It also may bring up and stir up some old energies from past relationships, clinging to the past. If that comes up, forgiveness, ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you, will be a great way to help you process any of the feelings that come up around that. I think the hardest aspect we have today is the moon square Saturn, still at 11 degrees. And so the universe will be showing us via other people's closed energies where you still need to open for yourself and for the universe. So just notice if you feel that resistance, all right, what is this showing about me? The final aspect of the day is the moon connecting to Neptune, which brings heightened intuition. It can also heighten the energy of illusion. So be present even as you delve into the realm of spirit and imagination. So like I showed you, I pulled these cards. Union, the union of spirit and soul is what I feel like the energy is aiming for with today. So trust your process. I actually pulled trust in reverse. And I think, again, it's about letting go of that lack of trust of like, is it okay for me to be feeling this? Yes, it's okay for you to feel these things. I always love the saying, like, if they gathered everybody together and they talked about all the things that they were ashamed of, it would be really boring because we all have such similar experiences. And I have to say, seeing so many clients, we are so similar at the heart. We are so similar at the soul of what we really think and feel. And it's all okay. So the card, Aluza, Star of Venus. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see. Become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am a carefree visitor here for you. The star of Venus is the great androgyny, neither solely masculine nor feminine, an integration of both. The power it bestows is mighty and based utterly in love. When the star seeks us out, multiple blessings are bestowed, and our spiritual growth can be accelerated in ways that may not or may be quite dazzling and surprising to our limited mindset and belief. With great blessings, great growth is possible. However, the blessings don't do the growth for us, making it magically happen. They give us the oomph we need, the power, the opportunities, assistance we need. Yet it is still we who takes the journey. The great spiritual journey for old souls at this time is the journey from duality to oneness, and many are signing up for that wild, loving adventure. And this oracle has come as a reminder you have been granted a ticket for the journey. Let's see, where was I going to go from there? Let's see. The rebellious passion of the Star of Venus is that she seeks out whomever is ready to know more fully the truth of divine oneness. How liberating it shall feel to be truly empowered to live life as you feel is truthful, and to feel completely empowered to allow others to do the same with joy in your heart. Everyone is walking an unfolding path, and we don't have to understand or justify the path of another to feel peace in our own hearts. If you are stumbling with judgment within yourself, do not fear. The blessing of Venus is coming to you to help you surrender it, to help you find your way through so that you can be free now. Your guidance is to trust your path, trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it, possibly in fear or discomfort. Trust the path of others too, for in truth, there is one path and we are all on it. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. That is not your job. Your job is to embrace your wisdom, embrace your freedom, and empowerment to grow spiritually and live your life accordingly. You are becoming, through bestowal of grace, something more of a goddess and a god, of a human and a sacred animal integrated as one. This is sacred alchemy, amplified in the starfires of Venus, who loves you as a brother and sister and honors your soul with her blessing. Shine true, shine bright. So, whew, that was a really great card. So that's it for today. Intense. We're still in this intensity. You've got this. Last few days of Mars retrograde, let these processes come forward. And if you'd like to work with me, I have a great deal that I'm offering right now. Six monthly meetings, so meeting a month for the price of 5. That's $150. And it's a really great way to get to know yourself, get to know the astro. I'm thinking like it would be great to do around the new moon or the full moon, or you can even break your time into 2. So that's up to you how you want to do that. But it's a limited time offer, and I'm really appreciating those who have already bought it. And I'm hoping a few more of you will sign up to work and get to know yourself on a deeper level through the language of astrology. So that's it for today. Thank you for hanging tough in this energy and hanging soft at the same time, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.